Wingate, and they're going to be a really good basketball team.
You mentioned Hagee had a really good freshman year. Clark's back for another season, a graduate year. Both shooting really good from the field, above 50 and from three. So how do you defend them? Because you can't run them off the line because they're good inside the arc. What's it take to stop them and slow them down?
Well, I mean, you're not going to stop them per se. I mean, they're good enough to where they can play at all three levels. They're quick enough that they can. If you don't get out, especially Hagee, we watched film on her, and she hit a number of threes with hands in her face. I mean, you got to get out there and get close enough to her to take away a good look for her. But then she's got the ability to obviously put it on the floor, rises up and shoot jump shots. Clark is the same way, but with her speed, she likes to get you off the ground at the three-point line with pump fakes and then drive you to the rim. So, we got our hands full, obviously, with two high-caliber players that are playing a really, really good basketball right now, the way they shoot the ball. It'll be a team defensive effort for sure.
Final question for you. What do you want to see this team do well tonight in order to get a win? What's it take?
Well, as always, we need to get out and score effectively early. We did that, I think, in both games down at Georgia Southwestern, but the third quarter was our Achilles heel a little bit down there. In both third quarters, we came out, scored the basketball, got a lead in both of those games, and then went on dry spells about the middle of the third quarter to the end of the third quarter. Just couldn't put the ball in the bucket. And I think in one game it was about a 5-minute dry spell. The other game was well over 6 minutes. So for us, we just continue to feel like scoring the basketball is something that if we can do it consistently throughout the course of the game, the way we're playing defense, we're going to be fine. But the way we're playing offense, you just don't know. I mean, sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. So it's a little bit of a roller coaster this early in the year.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We'll continue on with the AEC Countdown to tip-off after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopCNEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCNEagles.com.
All right, Andrew Rogers, delighted to have you back here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman wraps up its pre-Thanksgiving schedule. 5 games before Thanksgiving on Thursday. Final one before Thanksgiving. It's the Wingate Bulldogs and the Carson-Newman Lady Eagles meeting for the 84th time for a series that started in 1987. And starting in 1990, these two teams have met every year since and have had plenty of years where they've met multiple times, whether that be in the regular season and then in the conference tournament or in the NCAA tournament. 33 straight years they'll meet, well, the Bulldogs and the Lady Eagles, and they'll meet twice this year, a conference game later on down the road in February. That matchup will be in Wingate. It's been a competitive series. Each team's won 4 of the last 8 meetings, but only 3 of the last 8 meetings have been decided by single digits. Starting lineups, opening tip, head your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Okay, let's see. Carson-Newman University. It's been around since 1851. A beautiful campus, amazing student life, world-class accredited academics, competitive athletic programs, a Christian perspective, a top 10 best value school. They give $48 million in financial aid every year, and I get a free scholarship when I enroll. Looks like I've found the perfect place.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
This kisses it off the glass and one is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Weichel off the screen, gets free. Here's a 3 and the answer. Braylon Weichel with a massive triple. It's 67-65.
Today's game is brought to you by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, Domino's, First Bank, by ShopCNEagles.com, The Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, by Magaha Electric, InterDigital, by Food City, Tri-Light, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles and
Thanksgiving hoops here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Andrew Rogers, once again, glad to have you alongside here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman and Wingate meeting for the 84th time in the two schools series history. Eagle fans, AEC is your Touchstone Energy cooperative service you can trust, value, you can depend on, powering Mossy Creek. We're AEC member-owned and service-driven. Ann Hancock is in her 22nd season at Wingate and has 370 career victories. Here's the lineup she'll put out there to start. It's a sophomore guard at 5'6" from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's Lainey Beal, joined by a graduate student from Kings Mountain, North Carolina, 5'5", Hannah Clark, one of the top scorers on this team at 19 points per game. Jaya Wilson is another graduate student guard. She's a 5'5" guard from Mills River, North Carolina. 2 graduate student guards and then 2 sophomore guards. We mentioned Beal. The fourth one is a 5'6" guard, a sophomore from Lexington, North Carolina. It's Emily Hagee. Had a great freshman season at 13 points per game and is looking to improve on that this year, and certainly is at 19 points per game as well. The 5 for Wingate is a freshman from Roanoke, Virginia, number 24, Trinity Breedlove. Carson-Newman, coached by Mike Menzies in his 13th year. He'll put out the same starting lineup he has in the first 5 games as they're introduced here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Backcourt, redshirt sophomore at 5'8", Tori Rutherford, joined by a 5'5" graduate student in Braylon Weichel. Campbell Penland's a junior from Sevierville. That's the backcourt. Skylar Boshears is from Lafayette, Tennessee at 5'10", joined by a redshirt senior forward, Lindsey Taylor. Eagles and Bulldogs getting ready to battle it out here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Bulldogs in the navy blue, tops and bottoms. Wingate's across the front of the uniform in white, outlined in gold. Number is on the front and back of the uniform. Lady Eagles in the new home white uniforms. Have sported these now 3 times this year. And are back at home, 2-0 this year, trying to increase that mark here today. Breedlove and Taylor are in the center jump circle. Our official has the ball ready to roll, and it's in the air, and we're underway. Eagles win the opening tip and start with possession. Eagles have won the tip in all 5 games. Rutherford out front, dribbling with the right hand, a handoff, Weichel right of the wing, and an offensive foul right away. Rutherford bumped into Emily Hagee guarding Weichel. And it's an offensive foul on Rutherford. So 10 seconds in, and we have our first foul of tonight's contest. Eagles show the 2-2-1 pressure to kick things off. Cross-court pass, Beal to Hagee. Stops at an 18-foot range. Now they go inside. Breedlove, right block, double teamed. Weichel pinched in there to poke it away. Now it's back out front. Clark reversed Beal left to the wing. Beal sizes up Penland, shoots over the top, missed it a little strong. Rebound, Lindsay Taylor. Taylor the rebound, a kick ahead for Rutherford. Now to the right wing, Boshears. We're 40 seconds in, no score. Boshears to the free throw line, stops, misses. Taylor had the offensive rebound. Hagee knocked it away. Rutherford came up with it. Now it's loose along the baseline, and a tie-up will give the possession back to Wingate. 2 trips for Carson-Newman. 0 points to show for. 45 seconds in, Bulldogs back with the ball. So Wingate team without Brianna Troutman, an all-SAC player, out for the year with a foot injury, along with front court player Lauren Sullivan. This ball by Breedlove is thrown all the way into the backcourt, and that's a 10-second violation. Wingate reversed it around the backcourt multiple times. Breedlove then threw it behind Beal, and by the time they tracked the ball down, it was a 10-second violation. No score, 60 seconds in. Rutherford left wing, and now we've got a foul inside called against Wingate. It'll be Trinity Breedlove picking up the personal, so each team's picked up a foul 61 seconds in. Breedlove, a freshman, one of the players having to step up without Troutman available this year. Inbound to Taylor, left to the elbow. She puts it on the floor, rips through, gets all the way to the rim, and kisses it off the glass. Lindsay Taylor's got the first 2, and Carson-Newman's on the board. 2-2-1 pressure. Clark's got it along the far sideline. Now bounces a pass to Jaya Wilson. The Bulldogs break the pressure. Wilson, top of the key, picks up her dribble. Pressured by Penland. Chest pass to Hagee, right of the wing. Crossover between the legs dribble for Clark. Picks it up now. Beal, right wing. Bounce pass into Breedlove. Faces up, shoots over the top of Taylor. Missed it. Rebound, Lindsay Taylor. Already 2 boards. Kick ahead pass. Weichel, hesitation move. Gets to the rim. Stops, shoots, and scores. 4 in a row for Carson-Newman. Another great start. Did it well last weekend in Georgia, getting off to quick starts. And off to another one here as Rutherford knocks it out. With 8:16 left in the first, it's 4-0 Carson-Newman. Beal to inbound. Looking now. Chest pass into Wilson. Bounce feed Clark. Clark picks up her dribble, finds Jaya Wilson. Plenty of time to get it across, and the Bulldogs do with 3 seconds to spare. Clark, chest pass, Beal, top of the key. Beal puts it on the floor going left, kicks it into the left corner. Wilson, triple swish. Jaya Wilson's got the first points for Wingate. It's 4-3, 2 minutes in. Eagles in transition quickly. Boshears wide open. Her jumper rattles out. Taylor offensive rebound, rips it out of there. Left hand hook is up and in. Lindsay Taylor very active on the glass. 4 points, 3 boards early on. Penland jumps the passing lane. She's got a steal. Bounce feed Boshears. Boshears spins, shoots off glass, and scores. Timeout, Ann Hancock. 4 in a row after Wingate stopped the initial 4-0 spurt with a 3-ball. Eagles with 2 baskets in less than 15 seconds. And Ann Hancock has seen enough. 8-3 Carson-Newman. They've made 4 of their first 6 shots and have the 5-point advantage with 7:31 left in the first. We're back after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
All right, Wingate basketball out of the timeout. Hagee and the Bulldogs break the pressure with ease, and will set up half-court offense with 7:20 and count and go first half. 8-3 Eagles. J.O. Wilson out front, drives on Boshears. Right-hand layup, rejected by Boshears. Eagles running. Penland rips through, goes to the rim, and is fouled. Good Euro step to get around Hagee and then force the sophomore guard to foul Penland. And Campbell will head to the free throw line to shoot two. Hagee's first foul and the team's second here in the opening quarter. Good move by Penland to get to the stripe. First one up for Campbell, nothing but net. Campbell historically in her career a great free throw shooter, above 80% her first 2 years, 75 this year, and did not even get close to touching the rim. Two swishes for Penland. It's 10-3 Lady Eagles. 3 minutes in. Bounce feed in the backcourt, Wilson. They break the pressure with Clark into the front court. And back to J.O. Wilson. Four-guard lineup with Breedlove in the middle for Wingate. Beal, they go inside. Breedlove hooks, shoots over Taylor. It rattles around, no good. Breedlove gets her own miss. Dribbles it out toward the left corner. Pump fakes, now kicks it out Clark. Second life for Wingate. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Clark between the legs. Stops, fades away on Penland. Shoots, misses. Defensive rebound secured by Taylor. Taylor active on the glass in the first few minutes. 4 points, 4 boards already. Weichel off a screen. Chest feed. Chest pass to Rutherford. They go inside to Taylor and a foul call. Double team came immediately on Taylor as she was accepting the pass from Weichel. And that's J.O. Wilson picking up her first. Wilson's first, the team's third. So Hagee, Breedlove, and now Wilson have a foul. Taylor, offensive rebound, and another stick back for Lindsay Taylor. 12-3 Carson-Newman. It's an 8-0 run over the last 90 seconds to increase the margin to 9. Wingate breaks the pressure. Clark has it left of the wing. Now it's Hagee. Hagee crossover, step back three off the iron. No. Anderson there on the glass is called for a shove. That last basket was by Leah Anderson. She had just checked in for Trinity Breedlove. So Anderson, or it was Breedlove with the basket, but Anderson initially defending last possession down for Wingate. It's 12-3, just over 4 minutes in, and the Bulldogs have 4 team fouls. So every foul the rest of the way will send Carson-Newman to the line in this first quarter. Boshears to Taylor, bounce feed, Penland, cutting in Boshears, right block, pump fakes, shoots, and scores over the top of Clark. 14-3, it's a 10-0 run for Carson-Newman. Far side, Hagee with it against this 2-2-1 pressure. Boshears nearly got a steal. Hagee comes away with it, pump fakes into the lane, a cutting Beal, shoots a shot off glass and scores. Left-hand layup on the right side. Beal's got her first basket. Rutherford sprints into the front court, picks up her dribble, kicks it out. Penland, top of the key, three, wide right. Hit the backboard only. Taylor comes back into the play to steal it away from Clark. Taylor to Rutherford. Eagles will reset, forcing a third Wingate turnover. Weichel wastes no time. Her shot wide right of the rim, and a rebound secured by Anderson. Clark, far right corner, feed for Beal, gets into the lane, shot off glass, way too strong, and Lindsay Taylor, how about this? Her 6th rebound. She's got 6 points and 6 boards halfway through the first. Weichel with it, gets to the free throw line, jump stop, kick out. Penland, left wing three, back iron. Ball deflected out of bounds off Taylor, and Carson-Newman will go to the bench at the 4:43 mark of the opening quarter. Michaela Alvey, Emily Gonzalez, Keely Rogers in. Lady Eagles will leave Weichel and Taylor on the floor. 14-5. That last basket by Lainey Beal, the layup in the lane at the 5:30 mark, halted what was a 14-3 run to start the game and a 10-0 run for Carson-Newman. Lady Eagles love getting out to great starts. these past 3 games. Into the backcourt. It's in the hands of just checking in a reserve guard, Bethel Ekpiera. Pressure getting it across to here. Wilson fumbling it. Ekpiera comes up with it and then throws it off Rogers to keep the possession. Bethel Ekpiera, the guard, into the game off the bench, joins the starting group with Clark, Wilson, Hagee, and Anderson at the 5. Ekpiera off a screen, stops from the free throw line. It spins out, and Lindsey Taylor's got 7 rebounds with another one there. Weichel, chest pass to Rogers. Rogers kicks it out. Gonzalez right of the wing. Emily kicks it back out. Weichel. Weichel stops now to Taylor. Taylor, pump fake, left baseline. Left hand floater up and in. Lindsey Taylor balling in the first quarter. 8 points, 7 boards. Eagles by 11. Hagee breaks the pressure herself, races into the paint, stops, looks for help, kicks it out. Wilson, a pump fake, a drive into the middle of the paint, and throws it away. Wingate did exactly what it needed to do, especially Wilson. Attacked the closeout, but threw it away, trying to get it to Leah Anderson. 16-5, 3:47 to go, opening quarter. Another phenomenal start to a basketball game for the Lady Eagles. Weichel bounce feed Rogers left of the elbow. They throw it inside. Taylor over Anderson, scores again. Lindsey Taylor's having her way. About 10 first quarter points and 7 first quarter boards. Alvey jumped the passing lane. Wilson came up with it. Hagee's wide open. Right wing 3, too strong. Gonzalez tips the rebound to herself. And did she step out? Yes, she did. Stepped out of bounds along the near sideline. So Wingate will keep it with a fresh 30-second shot clock with 3:19 to go, opening quarter. How about the scoring run for Lindsey Taylor? 4 straight points. Had the first Carson-Newman basket and has scored the last 2. Hannah Clark dribbling out front, a chest pass Wilson. Now a handoff, Hagee, top of the key. Hagee comes off a screen, right elbow, jump shot off the front of the iron. It misses, and Emily Gonzalez has the miss. Kick ahead pass in transition. Rogers tried to throw it inside. Too high of a pass, looking for Taylor inside. And the Lady Eagles turn it over for a 4th time here in the first. Gonzalez nearly jumped the passing lane. Hagee now has it as the Wingate Bulldogs break the pressure. Kick out. Clark's open. Top of the key 3. In there for Hannah Clark. The graduate student guard is on the board on her second field goal attempt. It's 18-8 with 2:40 and counting left, opening frame. Weichel across the timeline, goes between the legs. Comes off a screen from Taylor, gets into the lane, kicks it into the right corner. Gonzalez. Back to Weichel now in the right corner. Weichel, couple of dribbles, pulls up and swishes it home. Tough bucket for Braylon Weichel, who has her second field goal, and it's 20-8. Ekpiera gets it back after inbounding it. Pressured by Gonzalez. Still the 2-2-1 look, and now she'll walk it across. Here comes a double near half court. Now Alvey retreats as Ekpiera dribbled out of the double team. Clark with it out front as we approach 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. Clark steps back off a screen and swishes it home. Hannah Clark with back-to-back triples to bring the Bulldogs back within single digits. Weichel to Rogers. Rogers took a couple of steps before putting the ball on the floor, and the Lady Eagles turn it over for a 5th time in the quarter. Taylor with a much-deserved blow after 8 incredible minutes to start the game. 10.7 boards. She checks out Ruthie and Bugla into the game after the 5th Carson-Newman turnover. Clark goes between the legs, trying to get across the timeline, and does. A bounce feed into the right corner. Jaya Wilson goes baseline, tried to dump it off into the middle for Anderson. It's a turnover. Or Breedlove, pardon me. Rogers attacks Breedlove, shoots, and is rejected by Trinity Breedlove, and Alvey collides with Clark, trying to steal the outlet pass. That'll be Alvey's first, the team's second. Wingate starting to settle in a little bit defensively, and has been able to result that into good looks on the offensive end, with Clark getting hot from range. If you didn't listen or didn't have a chance to hear the pregame conversation with Mike Mincy, Hagee 34 in blue and Clark 11 in blue are both above 50% from the field and from 3 through the first 4 for Wingate. Back cut. Ekpiera goes around Hayworth and scores. 20-13. Carly Hayworth just into the game and gets beat on a back cut. Ekpiera scores it, and it's 30-20. Wingate's made 3 in a row. Can the Eagles quiet the Bulldogs? Rogers goes, puts it on the floor. Left-hand shot off glass is good for Keely Rogers. Her first basket, first bench points, and brings the Eagles' advantage back up to 9. Shaylin Pollock just into the game. Received the kick-ahead pass and was fouled from behind. They get Emily Gonzalez for the personal, her first team foul number 3, with 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wingate has the basketball down 9. Clark and Hagee out of the game right now for the Bulldogs. Bench in right now as they bring in a junior transfer, Anna Baraldi. Ekpiera comes off a screen, bounce feed, Breedlove, pump fake, shoots over Mbugwa. It spins out, rebound, Michaela Alvey. Alvey coming off that season-high 14 last time out, pulls up, shoots from 20, left it a little short, and Breedlove's got the miss. Outlet pass Delaney Beal, 7-second difference, shot clock and game clock as we wind down this opening quarter, and Carson-Newman ahead 22-13. Rogers steals the entry feed to the paint, steals it, Rogers in transition. Attacks right to the baseline, kicks it out, Gonzalez. Gonzalez attacks to the left wing. Alvey's open. Here's a 3. Splash! Michaela Alvey from long range. Eagles back up 12. It's 25-13. 10 seconds to go. Wingate breaks the full court pressure. Beal attacks. Now pump fake, stops, looks for help, throws it away. Wingate a 7th turnover in the first quarter, and now with 1.2 seconds to go, Eagles will inbound. Hayworth to Rogers, 1 dribble, 2 dribbles. Didn't have time for that second dribble as Rogers hits it off the front of the iron. It had to be 1 dribble and a shot for Rogers, but didn't realize the situation, and that's how we wrap up the opening quarter. Carson-Newman with another dominant first period, plus 12. It's 25-13 after 1. We're back for second quarter action here inside Holt Fieldhouse after these messages. You're listening to Carson-Newman Women's Basketball here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
All right, Carson-Newman basketball to begin the second quarter. The Eagles by 12 after the first. Now outscoring teams by 43 points through 5 games in the first quarter. Eagles have no problem getting off to great starts. Wingate with a 2-3 zone to begin the second quarter. Bo Shears throws it in left block. Taylor gets around her defender. Right-hand hook shot. Rolls off the iron. Rebound. Secured by the Bulldogs. First miss for Taylor after a perfect 5-for-5 opening quarter. Clark off a screen. Chest pass for Pollock. Now to Beal right of the wing. 4 starters and Pollock out there for Ann Hancock. Clark dribbling out front against Weichel. 2 graduate students go at it here as Clark comes off a screen, kicks it to Pollock, left of the wing. She pump fakes, pulls up, 15-footer on line, but way short, and Lindsay Taylor's got an 8th rebound. Taylor dribbles it herself across the timeline to Penland. Now Rutherford, right corner, triple, in and out. Defensive rebound for Clark and the Bulldogs. She'll push in transition. Hannah Clark all the way to the rim, shoots, but an offensive foul is called. Used that off arm, had the ball in her right hand, and used her left arm to shield off Penland, and it was too much of a shield off as it displaced Penland out of the area, and it's an offensive foul on Clark. First foul on Hannah Clark, first foul on Wingate here in the second quarter. Now great move and good transition offense by Clark, just didn't complete the play by committing that offensive foul. Eagles basketball, so we Go 70 seconds into the second. Neither team scored yet in the period. Penland to the left corner. Bo Shears a flash to the high post for Rutherford. Now a right corner feed that Weichel has to save in. Now she's doubled. Right corner. Needs help. Weichel will just throw it off a Wingate defender and Hagee. And with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, Carson-Newman will inbound right in front of the Bulldogs bench. Good double team. Good awareness by Weichel to throw it off Hagee. Bo Shears chest pass entry to Weichel. Ball reversed around the perimeter. 4 seconds. Penland gets to the free throw line, has the ball knocked away from her. It's a Carson-Newman turnover, a 6th one in the opening half. Hagee in transition attacks. Right corner. Beal, the lefty, lines it up. It's off the iron. No. Breedlove offensive rebound and stick back. 25-15. Good activity on the glass. A second chance bucket for Wingate. It's a 10-point game. Weichel's wide open. Right wing three. Nothing but butter. Braylon Weichel with her first triple. She's got 7 in the opening half, and it's a 13-point lead. 13-point advantage, 2 minutes in. Pressure in the backcourt. Wilson a bounce feed to Clark to get it across in time. Wingate will set up half-court offense. Bulldogs 6 of 19 from the field, but 3 of 6 from long range. Hagee off a screen, attacks. Weichel gets into the lane, right-hand shot too strong. Penland defensive board. Eagles running. Penland head up, kicks it into the right corner. Rutherford, skip pass to Weichel. She's open again. Here's another 3. It's offline. Bo Shears active on the offensive glass. Gets it, finds Rutherford. A pump fake, a shot up and in. Offensive rebound, Bo Shears. She finds the open Rutherford. And it's Carson-Newman by 15. They've doubled up Wingate in the opening half. Bulldogs break the pressure. Clark races into the paint. Dumped off. And a layup for Leah Anderson. Great play by Clark to find the open Anderson. Pass quickly into the left corner. Bo Shears, bounce feed inside. Lindsay Taylor's wide open, and she kisses it off the glass and in. 12 points for Lindsay Taylor and 8 rebounds opening half. A phenomenal half of basketball as this ball goes out of bounds. And it's like the official initially said it was off Carson-Newman. Let's see. It will be Wingate basketball. It was knocked out by, I believe, Penland on this near side right in front of the scorer's table. Wingate will keep it with 6:54 to go second quarter, down by 15 points. Eagle fans, Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Hagee spins out a left elbow jump shot. Rebound secured by Penland, her third. Penland races down the floor. Chest pass to Weichel. Now entry feed, high post. Taylor shoots a 10-footer over Anderson and scores again. Lindsay Taylor, 7 of 8 for 14 points. And the Eagles have made 3 straight field goals. 34-17. Clark pressure to the backcourt, dribbles out of it. Nutmegs Penland with the pass into the left corner and now gets it back. Hagee tried to throw it inside. It's an errant pass and a 9th Wingate turnover. Bo Shears the steal. Schuyler behind the back, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Penland pump fake and traveled with it. Campbell turns it over and Carson-Newman turns it over for a 7th time. Both teams have struggled with turnovers in this first half. Wingate's got 9 of them. And Carson-Newman's got 7. It's hurt Wingate more than it has Carson-Newman though. Wilson falls, makes Rutherford fall down near side. And now ball into the hands of the junior transfer Beraldi. Entry feed, high post for Anderson. She shoots over Taylor, misses, tracks down her miss, gets it back, fades away again, shot short, rebound Bo Shears. Her second. Bo Shears in transition. No look dime for Taylor. It was just out in front of Lindsay though. The right play, but just too far in front of the post player running the floor. Bo Shears unable to connect with Taylor. It's an 8th turnover. Eagles thankfully have been shooting at a high clip this game. 15 of 26. So those 8 turnovers aren't hurting right now. Bulldogs break the pressure. Hagee goes right to the wing. Clark's wide open. Here's a 3rd triple up. Out. First miss for Clark. Rebound fought for. Rutherford comes out of the pack with the ball. Kicks it ahead. Weichel, extra feed. Penland, right corner. Triple up and in. Campbell Penland will love to see that go through. She was 2 for 17 over the weekend and knocks down her first triple here tonight. Eagles up by 20. Hagee left open for the answer. There it is. Emily Hagee cashes in her first basket. It's 37-20. Boshears attacks, spins, pump fakes, shoots over the defender. No. Anderson. Taylor went up for the miss, couldn't get it. Boshears goes up with a miss, scores it, plus the foul. Activity on the glass. Skylar Boshears with her third offensive rebound and a stick back for 2, plus the foul. Eagles with 6 offensive rebounds in the opening half. Boshears up to 6 points now and can increase that total to 7 with a chance at the line. 39-20, 4:48 to go first half. Rogers and Gonzalez back into the game for the Lady Eagles. Boshears can't complete the three-point play. Front irons the free throw. It's 39-20. Carson-Newman. Hagee drives, kicks it into the left corner. Baraldi pump fakes, thought about a 3. Now hands it off Hagee. Hagee going to the cup. Right-hand shot. No good. Bump. And Hancock wanted a foul near side here. Gonzalez gets into the lane, goes up and is fouled. Well, Ann Hancock was very upset. Thought that Hagee was bumped and fouled as she went into the lane on Taylor. And Carson-Newman gets the call as Gonzalez was attacking on the other end. It'll be a foul on, I don't know if they actually signaled who the foul was on there, but regardless, it'll be Carson-Newman basketball when we come back. 4:28 to go, opening half. It's Carson-Newman 39, Wingate 20. Eagles with another dominant opening half here in the 2023 season. We're back after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
All right, back inside Holt Fieldhouse. Andrew Rogers, glad to have you alongside here on the Eagles Sports Network. It's 39-20. Lady Eagles up and have the basketball. Inbound pass to Rogers. They go right inside. Taylor shoots over Anderson. Missed the shot, and a rebound secured by the Bulldogs in the hands of Clark. Clark kicks it ahead. Jaya Wilson to Baraldi, right of the wing. Bounce feed inside to Anderson. Feeds it back, cutting Wilson. She lifts it up and in off the glass. 39-22, 4 minutes to go, opening half. Weichel handoff right of the wing for Gonzalez. Skips it to Alvey. Now extra pass. Rogers left corner 3. Up and short. Defensive rebound off one bounce into the hands of Clark. There she goes into the painted area. Coast to coast. Shot errant. Off the backboard. No good. Eagles want to run. Gonzalez dribbling. Wilson takes it away. Throws it into the backcourt. Clark running after it, saves it, goes up. Weichel with the rejection from behind. Great hustle play by Weichel. Ahead to Gonzalez, Eurostep feed, Taylor layup, and a technical foul on Ann Hancock. Gonzalez with the Eurostep in the lane, and Wingate's head coach Ann Hancock thought for sure that Gonzalez traveled on the Eurostep. And as soon as Taylor scored that bucket, the official right in front of the scores table teed her up. So a technical foul on Ann Hancock, and that'll send Braylon to the Weichel to the line. First one up and in. It's 42-22. Second one about to come as Weichel dribbles the basketball 3 times. The second one is up and it swishes home as well. That sequence capped off, but it started with Weichel recording the blocked shot after Clark beat everybody down the floor to save the ball in bounds, but then had her stuff beat by Braylon Weichel. For the record, it's Braylon's 18th career block and second this year. Michael out front, comes off a Taylor screen, bounce feed for Rogers, skip pass right to the wing, Gonzalez. Gonzalez into the lane, stops, kicks it back to Weichel. Weichel off the screen, 22-footer is up and swished home. Braylon's got 11 points, Lady Eagles by 23 here in the second quarter, 3:10 to go. Clark breaks the pressure with Wilson, a lob pass to Beal. She attacks left of the baseline, skip pass out front to Clark. One dribble, a long three up and short off the front of the iron. And the rebound deflects out to Gonzalez. Sophomore pushing pace, hesitates, drives inside. Right hand layup, kisses off the glass. Emily Gonzalez coast to coast. And Carson-Newman is dominating Wingate. It's 47-22. Here's a steal. Rogers out to Weichel, 14-footer. Cash. Lady Eagles are rolling. How about 10 straight and a 12-2 run for Mike Mincy's group, and the lead swells to 27. It's 49-22. Ann Hancock's cleaning up, and she'll burn a second first half timeout. Well, Carson-Newman feasting off of Wingate's struggles in this opening half. Lady Eagles are shooting 60% from the field, an efficient 21 of 35, and have forced 10 turnovers and have scored 11 times off the 10 turnovers. It's all Carson-Newman. Taylor's got 16 and Weichels got 13, both only players in double figures right now from either side. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Well, we mentioned the strong first quarters. Coming into this game through the first four, Carson-Newman has outscored its opponents by 44 points in opening halves. How about plus 27 right now? We'll see what the margin maybe swells to or dips back down to. Wilson breaks the double team. Has the ball deflected out of her hands by Alvey. It'll stay with Wingate on the far end of the floor. Bethel Ekpiera back into the game. She'll replace Anna Beraldi as the Bulldogs try to find an answer on both ends of the floor. Entry pass in Breedlove. Had it knocked away by Taylor. It'll stay with Wingate with 2:25 to go in the second period. 49-22 outburst for Carson-Newman right now, outscoring the Bulldogs 24-9 in the second. Inbound pass to Clark. And she'll dribble out front, guarded by Gonzalez. Right of the wing, Wilson kicks it out. Hannah Clark, a pump fake, comes off a screen, dribbling at the left elbow. Now dribbles out to the arc, steps back. Here's a three. It's short, barely grazed the iron, and Keely Rogers has the miss. Rogers pushes pace. Left corner feed, Alvey. One dribble, pull up. Rolls off. Ball deflected out by Ekpiera. And Wingate will push. Alvey on the deck. 5-on-4. Wilson attacks the paint. Kicks it out. Beal puts it on the floor. Drives, stops, shoots, and is fouled. Rogers got her across the arm. It'll be Carson-Newman's first foul of the second quarter. And Rogers is first. Her first foul of the quarter. And first on Rogers is Beal. You can see the contact on her. 49-22, and Lainey Beal will head to the free throw line. 5 of 5 this year as the sophomore from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. First one hits the back of the iron and falls in. Beal's got her third point. Second one up and in as well. Switched home. Rutherford with it, crossing the timeline. Eagles by 25. Wyco gets a rest in favor of Boshears, and Rutherford out there. Taylor goes to work inside, splits a double, but left the shot short, and the rebound down to Ekpiera. Bethel Ekpiera pushing, dribbling out front, chest pass left to the wing for Clark. Clark looking inside, now to Beal. Beal puts it on the floor and is fouled. Reach in call. Foul on Michaela Alvey. That'll be her second personal foul and the team's second here in this opening half. So Alvey with 2 personals, the only foul trouble from either side to speak of. She'll stay in the game with 1:23 to go. And the shot clock reset back to 20. Beal left to the baseline, gets it into Breedlove. Back out Clark, now to Beal, left to the corner. Puts it on the floor, Beal going baseline, shovel pass. Pollock puts it up, left it short. Lindsey Taylor's got a 9th rebound. One away from another double-double. Back-to-back games it would be for the senior post player. Rogers drives inside, hesitates, kicks it out. Rutherford now to Taylor. Back to the right wing. Rogers kicks it out. Taylor pump fakes, stops, hands it back to Rogers. Here's a deep 2 online, and it's nothing but net. Keely Rogers with her second field goal. She's got 4, and it's 51-24. 45 ticks to go. It's been all Carson-Newman in the opening half, and here's another forced turnover. Ekpiera throws it out of play behind Clark. It's an 11th Bulldogs turnover. Eagles ahead 52-24. There's an 11-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rutherford has her pocket pick, gets it back, and Carson-Newman burned a timeout. Well, heads up call by Mike Mincy as he burns a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. They are ruling that Rogers deep 2 as a 3. It looked like from my vantage point maybe her foot was on the line, but it is ruled a 3-point basket for Keeley, so she's 1 for 1 beyond the arc and has 5 points, and the lead is 52-24 with 32 ticks to go and 21 seconds on the shot clock. Well, Carson-Newman has surpassed its point total for most points in a first half for the second straight game. Had 49 last time out against Columbus State, have 52 and still a possession at least left in this first half. And has held Wingate to just 24 points on 28% shooting. Inbound to Rutherford. Bounce feed right of the wing. Now to Alvey. Handoff Rogers. 15 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Rogers to Boshears. Back out Rogers. A pump fake. Now a kick to Alvey, and it's thrown away. Pass was too far out in front of Alvey. And it's a 9th Carson-Newman turnover. 20 seconds left. Shot clock's off. Full court man-to-man pressure, and Ekpiera breaks it by herself, dribbling across the timeline. 12 seconds. Pass out to Pollock. Pollock bounce feed to Beal, left to the wing, now into the left corner for Clark. Clark shoots over 2 defenders, off the backboard too strong. Alvey's got the miss and is fouled with 1.7 seconds to go, and that will send Carson-Newman to the line. That's the 5th team foul. Well, not a heads-up play by Bethel Ekpiera, bumping into Michaela Alvey after the rebound, and you're 90 feet away from the basket, and you have no fouls to give, and that's going to send Alvey to the line to shoot 2. Eagles 4 of 5 from the line so far. First one bounces out. She'll get another one. 52-24 as Alvey dribbles the ball twice, a bend at the knees. The second one is up and swished home. It's 53-24. Inbound to Pollock, and that'll wrap up the first half. Well, what an impressive first half from here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman dominating Wingate at the half. It's a 29-point margin. Lady Eagles open things up thanks to a 28-11 second quarter. It's 53-24 here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Halftime thoughts come your way after these messages. You're listening to the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeingeagles.com today.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
It's halftime. Your first half scoring summary and a check of the shopcneagles.com sack scoreboards are headed your way.
Smith, right wing, three-pointers up, it's in! Potentially a dagger for CN!
Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
All right, Andrew Rogers, delighted to have you back inside for some pre-Thanksgiving hoops inside Hope Fieldhouse 2 days before Thanksgiving, but Carson-Newman's already feasting a little bit against the Wingate Bulldogs, the nationally ranked Wingate Bulldogs. The WBCA sent out their second poll, though, first since the preseason poll. And Bulldogs slotted in 23rd, but after this halftime score, that may be changing the next time the poll comes out, as Carson-Newman is dominating the Bulldogs at the half. It is 53-24. Most points in a first half for a Carson-Newman group that scored 49 last time out against Columbus State. They achieved that mark and increased it by 4 points, and it's the largest halftime lead for CN this year. It was a 20-point lead against Columbus State last time out. They've added 9 points to that halftime lead. It's a 29-point advantage for Mike Mincy's group here inside Holt Fieldhouse at the half. Carson-Newman got out to a nice start per usual. That seems to be the theme of this team. Got out to a 14-3 lead and increased that 11-point margin to 12 by the end of the quarter, led 25-13. The second period is when things really started to open up for Mike Mincy's group. The tray balls started falling in for the Lady Eagles, and really everything was going Carson-Newman's way in that second quarter to outscore the Bulldogs 28-11, and how about 30-10 in the painted area. Carson-Newman's got more points in the paint than Wingate has total points in the first half of play. 30-24 is the two numbers there for a Lady Eagles group that shoots 58% from the field, an efficient 44% from 3, 4 of 9. Did turn it over 9 times, but had 11 points off 11 Wingate turnovers and out-rebounded the Bulldogs 26-14 and 6-3 on the glass. And how about 15 assists on 22 made field goals, highlighted by Campbell Penland's 4, Emily Gonzalez, Braylon Weichel 3 each, and Skylar Boshiers and Lindsay Taylor with a pair in that first half as well. The post player Taylor was phenomenal for Mike Mincy. She had 16 points on 8 of 11 shooting and played 18 of the 20 minutes and secured 9 boards. She'll need one more board for yet another double-double. It would be her third this year, second straight game with a double-double, and would be her 18th of her Carson-Newman career, her 17th double-figure rebound performance if she can secure one more in that second half. Braylon Weichel, good as usual, 13 points for Carson-Newman's second all-time leading scorer. She's got 13 on 5 of 8 shooting, 3 assists and a couple of boards. Skylar Boshiers, 6 points. Campbell Penland, 5 points. Keely Rogers with 5. Gonzalez, Rutherford, Alvey also had at least one field goal for Mike Mincy's group in that first half. Eagles dominate, have led from the get-go. The game was tied for the first 75 seconds, and once Carson-Newman scored, it has not relinquished the lead. It's Carson-Newman by 29 points here inside Holt Fieldhouse. We'll take a look around the South Atlantic Conference after these messages. You're listening to Carson-Newman women's basketball. We're at half. It's the Eagles by 29 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
A check of the ShopCNEagles.com SAC scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network. If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a ShopCNEagles.com scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Hey, Andrew Rogers, delighted to have you back here inside Holt Fieldhouse. It's all Carson-Newman 53-24 at the break. Coker taking on Converse. It's a 14-point lead for the Cobras at halftime. Good start for Coker Group, trying to get back into the win column. And before, I guess, I want to run through some of these SAC scores, worth mentioning some of the records for these clubs. Anderson, Catawba, the only two unbeaten teams still alive right now. 4-0 Anderson, 2-0 Catawba. There's a bunch of one-loss teams, and there's two loss teams in Mars Hill and Newberry, the two-loss teams. The Trojans of Anderson out to a great start. Diamond McDowell's won 2 SAC Player of the Weeks so far this season. Anderson not in action tonight, though. It's Catawba 45 and Show-In 27 at the half. Lenore Ryan is tied with Francis Marion. Second half about to get underway there from Hickory. Erskine is battling with Newberry. I have a live stats link for that one. And Tusculum takes on Young Harris tonight at 7:30. So it's Coker ahead by 14 on Converse. It's Catawba by 18 on Show-In, and Lenore Ryan and Francis Marion tied up at 38 at halftime. Carson-Newman by 29 points as we head to the second half, 53-24. It's all Eagles here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Can Carson-Newman add on to that lead? We'll find out after these messages. You're listening to the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, three from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
All right, second half action about to get underway. Carson-Newman by 29 as the second half gets ready to get going and underway from Holt Fieldhouse. Andrew Rogers, delighted to have you on air here on the Eagles Sports Network. For those tuning into the Flow Sports stream, we are glad to have you back there on Flow. I knew we had a campus-wide internet outage, but glad to have all the video streamers back and online with us as well. Eagle fans, check out Carson-Newman's Athletics official online store at shopcneagles.com. It features more than 1,100 products, from t-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. ShopCneagles.com is the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Lindsey Taylor, Braylon Weichel outscoring Wingate themselves in that first half. 29 points combined between those two players, all SAC players. 29, Wingate 24. The Eagles have taken the floor. Wingate breaks the huddle, and we'll start with the basketball. And Hancock's team will move left to right in the second half, and Carson-Newman right to left. Eagles with 53 points, largest halftime lead this year, most points scored in a first half this year. Can the Eagles power more up against the Bulldogs in the second half? Wilson out front, bounce feed to the high post for Breedlove. She puts it on the floor, hands off, right wing Clark. Clark attacks, pump fake, spins, fades away, cut off. Now back out Breedlove, nearly stolen away. Hands it back off to Clark, still 10 seconds on the shot clock. Clark gets it back on a handoff, comes off a screen, powers, floats into the lane, layup short. Lindsey Taylor fighting, dives on it, has her 10th board, it's loose, jump ball. Possession arrow favors Carson-Newman. Well, good opening possession for Carson-Newman. Eagles defend for 31 seconds and force a miss and ultimately have to use the tie-up to get possession back. Taylor's got 10 boards, make that a second straight double-double for the post player. Third this year and 18th of her Carson-Newman career. Eagles back with the basketball, trying to increase the lead. Penland goes right inside, or Boshiers go right inside. It's Taylor, right hand hook shot off glass. They cannot stop Lindsey Taylor, who's got 18. Beal into the backcourt for Clark. They get it across. Boshiers deflects it and nearly drilled one of the spare headsets on the scorer's table here to my right. 31-point lead, biggest lead of the day for Mike Mincy's group, and they're doing it on both ends of the floor. 59% from the field and have held Wingate to 26% shooting. Ball inside, Jaya Wilson around the defender. Here comes a double. Taylor with a rejection, but a foul called as Taylor and Weichel both doubled Wilson inside. They get Taylor for the foul. Her first and the team's first of this third quarter. It'll send Jaya Wilson to the line. Wilson is 7 of 9 from the stripe this year in 4 games played. First one is up off the back of the iron, hits the front of the iron, and falls out. Wilson gets the basketball back. One bounce. Here's the second one and up. It bounces out. Defensive rebound to Rutherford. Things not going Wingate's way here tonight. Rutherford handoff. Weichel stops at the top of the key. Entry feed inside. Boshears has room. Has it knocked away. Kicks it out. Lindsay Taylor, 18-footer. How about that? Lindsay is balling. She's got 20 points and is 10 of 13 from the field. It's a 33-point lead. Bulldogs break the pressure into the right corner. It's Hagee. Out to Wilson. Now Hagee gets it back on a triple handoff. Right of the wing, Wilson. They go inside. It's Breedlove spinning left hook over Taylor's good, plus the foul. Trinity Breedlove with her first made basket. She's on the board and in the scoring column and picks up Taylor's second. 2 fouls on Taylor here in the third quarter. Breedlove, one dribble, a spin of the basketball, 3 or 4 more dribbles, another spin, and the free throw is up and in. 3-point play for Breedlove to trim the deficit to 30. Rutherford races down the floor, skip past Boshears, gets into the lane, lob, Taylor, had it deflected away from her by Hagee. Eagles turn it over for a 10th time. Beal in transition, dribbles to the right wing, goes between the legs, out to Clark, reverse to Wilson, top of the key. Entry feed inside for Breedlove, high post, backs down, shoots over Taylor. It's a little long. Taylor leaps up into the air for her 11th board. Her career high in rebounds is 16, and her career high in points is 35. Still a ways to go for Lindsay, but she's still having a phenomenal game. Weichel steps back, and it drills it. Big-time basket for Braylon Weichel. She is an efficient 6 of 9 and has 15 points. Lead back up to 32. 2.5 minutes into the third. Clark goes between the legs, splits the timeline as the double almost came in, and now it backs off into a regular man-to-man defense for Mike Mincy's group. Leading by 32. Wilson dribble handoff with Hagee, the sophomore. Comes off a Breedlove screen, attacks the painted area. It's deflected and stolen away. Weichel the steal in transition. Shields off a defender, shoots, and is fouled hard by Beal. Going up for the layup. Beal commits the foul. It'll be her first and the team's first of the third, and it'll send Weichel back to the free throw line, where she's 2 for 2 today. Good steal by Weichel. Beal with the hard foul on Carson-Newman's second all-time leading score. Weichel climbing the charts as the first one cashes home. It's 60-27. Weichel's got 16. Braylon with 3 assists in this game as well and no turnovers. Second one swishes home. It's 61-27 as Leah Anderson back in to replace Jaya Wilson. So first time we'll see Breedlove and Anderson out there for Wingate, the 2 freshman post players that Ann Hancock has brought into the team this year. They need those 2 to play well and develop this year, with Brianna Troutman, the all-SAC player, out for the year. Bounce feed inside. Breedlove open. Missed her hook shot. Defensive rebound. Taylor. 5 on 3. Eagles with numbers. Boshears into the lane. Kicks it out. Weichel. 16-footer up off the back of the iron. Penland offensive rebound. Here's a 7-footer. It swishes home. Second chance bucket off Carson-Newman's 7th offensive rebound. And near steal far side. Hagee comes away with it. Attacks Taylor. Shoots and is fouled. That'll be Taylor's 3rd foul in the 3rd quarter. And it'll send Emily Hagee to the line. 6 straight points for Carson-Newman. Hagee can end that streak with a basket, or with a free throw here, as Taylor checks out and Ruthie Mbugwa back in for Carson-Newman. Taylor's got 20 and 12. in 21 minutes of action. Hagee to the line. The sophomore had a great freshman year, scored 13 points per game, and bounces out of free throw. And Ann Hancock's reaction along the sideline was just a simple head to the ground. Displeased with her team's effort from the field. The second one spins in there. Hagee splits a pair. She's only got 4 points. Rutherford handoff, Weichel, right of the wing. Braylon rejects, tells Rutherford to go through, now drives baseline, meets a double team, kicks it out, Boshiers. Skyler spins in the lane, shoots over the defender, and swishes it home. What a fancy move by Skyler Boshiers. She's got 8 points, and the lead is up to 37. Or 20-65-28. It's all Carson-Newman. Hagee, floater in the lane, swishes home. Good take by the sophomore guard, Emily Hagee. It's 35, the deficit for Wingate. Rutherford kicks it out, Penland. Penland over to Boshiers. She attacks, kicks it back out, Tori Rutherford. Tori rips through, gets to the lane. Left hand layup, good, and the foul. Tori Rutherford all the way with the left hand, scores it plus the foul. Foul on Emily Hagee. It'll be her second and the team's second. And Rutherford to the line to complete the three-point play. What a take by the redshirt sophomore Tori Rutherford after an all-SAC freshman team season a year ago. Takes one to the cup for her 4th point and has a chance to complete the three-point play with Carson-Newman up 37. Several dribbles. The free throw is up and in. 68-30. Eagles continuing and picking up where they left off in the first half, outscoring Wingate by 8 points here in the third. Now check that 9 now after the free throw. Turnover. Guess who? It's Tori Rutherford. Head up. Kick ahead. Weichel. Extra pass. Penland. Left wing. Off the iron. There's Boshiers for an 8th offensive rebound for Carson-Newman, and the Lady Eagles reset in the half court. Weichel rejects the screen, gets into the lane, left hand layup off glass is good. That's too easy for Braylon Weichel, who's got 19 herself, and it's a 40-point margin with 5 minutes to go, third quarter. No, Carson-Newman is giving it to Wingate right now. Left to the wing, it's Bethel Ekpiera, now to Clark. Bulldogs struggling to score. Here's an attack by Clark, and Mbugwa shoves it back at Clark. A rejection for the redshirt sophomore. And Mbugwa with a filthy block. And that'll send us to our media timeout. Ruthie Mbugwa's 6th block of the year sends us to a timeout. 4:54 to go in the third quarter. Carson-Newman dominating. It's a 40-point margin here inside Holt Fieldhouse. We're back for more Carson-Newman women's basketball after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Well, Carson-Newman steals forces a missed shot. Eagles get the miss, go the other way, and Rutherford scores it off the glass. And Carson-Newman increases the margin to 42. It's 72-30 with 4.5 to go in the third, a 7-0 run. Left corner, Beal puts it on the deck, drives baseline, cut off by Penland. Back out to Ekpiera. Bethel Ekpiera attacks with the right hand, fades away, shoots, and scores. Bethel with her second field goal. She's got 4, and that ends a 7-0 run. Chest pass out front, Penland. Left of the wing, it's Skylar Boshiers. Boshiers looking Rips through, now drives, comes off an Mbugwa screen, kicks it out. Penland, top of the key. Rutherford right of the wing, throws it inside. Mbugwa's got position. Fakes, goes up, missed it. And the defensive rebound secured by Anderson. Clark, kick ahead pass for Beal, right of the wing, back out Clark. Wingate has to set up in the half court. No transition opportunities for the Bulldogs as Skylar Hatfield checks in for the first time. She's got the ball left of the wing. Throws it inside. Anderson shoots over Mbugwa and is fouled. Leah Anderson has 4 points and 6 boards off the bench, and it picks up, and we'll head to the free throw line as Mike Mincy brings in 3 new subs. He'll leave Weichel out there with Mbugwa, but bring in Rogers, Alvey, and Gonzalez off the bench as Leah Anderson heads to the line to shoot 2. Freshman post player from Laplace, Louisiana, swishes home the first one, averaging just 1.5 points and 3.5 rebounds so far, but has struggled from the field. Entered the game 3 of 25 from the field. Makes both free throws to increase her point total to 6 points now on the game. Eagles 72, it's Wingate 34. Now Vito Weichel off a double screen. Weichel attacks the baseline, takes it back out. Rogers, top of the key, swing left wing for Gonzalez, gets into the lane, kicks it out. Alvey pump fakes out to Rogers, 9 to shoot. Rogers back out Weichel. Weichel steps back, pump fakes, shoots over and around. Ekpiera, no. Mbugwa had the miss, but is tied up by Clark, and it'll give the ball back to Wingate on the possession arrow. Well, good defensive stand by Wingate, who is seeing Carson-Newman shoot at a blistering 60% from the field. Eagles with 30 made baskets on 50 shots. Hatfield handoff for Ekpiera. Head of steam, gets downhill, kicks it into the right corner. Here's a 3 on the way, and it rattles home for Anna Beraldi. So Wingate, out of the media timeout, has scored 5 in a row, and it's a 35-point game. Alvey, foul line extended at the left wing, attacks baseline, shoots over Beraldi, missed it, got her own miss, puts it back up, missed again. Defensive rebound down to Anderson. Bulldogs outlet pass to Clark. She pulls up. Here's a right wing 3 offline, left of the iron, and it's Anderson tracking down the miss. Now she'll shoot over Mbugwa and miss. Defensive rebound by Gonzalez. Rogers crosses the timeline, gets into the paint. Here's a spin move, floater in the lane, too strong. Got her own miss, kicks it out. Weichel, 3 on the way, strong. And the defensive rebound leaped up into the air by Anderson. Rogers stole it, puts it back up and is fouled. Well, just a giveaway turnover after finally getting a stop. Did Wingate, gave it right back as Rogers jumped the passing lane for Carson-Newman's 10th steal. And we'll head to the line to shoot 2. Great hustle by the sophomore as Callie McMahon checks in for the first time, replacing Ruthie Mbugwa. As Rogers heads to the line, she's got 5 points today and a couple of boards to go along with a team-high 3 steals. First one up and in for Keely Rogers. That'll end a 7-0 Wingate run, 73-37 with 2:07 to go in the third. Second one up and swishes home. Perfect swish for Rogers. Eagles 10 of 12 from the line and up 37. Ekpiera with it, comes off a screen, gets into the paint, kicks it into the right corner. Jaya Wilson 3, air ball. Rogers has the defensive rebound and the Lady Eagles are running. In transition, Rogers, top of the key, into the right corner for Emily Gonzalez. Jab step, gets into the paint, kicks into the left corner. Extra pass, Weichel, 1 dribble, pull up, shot on the way. It was tipped, partially blocked. Wingate running the other way. Wilson in transition, pulls it out for a second. Now spins on Gonzalez, shoots and scores off glass. Good take by J.O. Wilson. She's got another basket. Now McMahon on the other end shoots quickly and misses. Rebound for Wingate. Eagles now two of their last 11 from the field and haven't made a basket in 3.5 minutes, but still lead by 35. Wilson has 7 points now, gives it off to Ekpiera. She drives right into Alvey, and that's a routine charge offensive foul as Alvey steps over to see Ekpiera barrel right into her. Now that is what Michaela Alvey will do for you make the winning plays defensively and steps over and draws the charge. 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. Carson-Newman trying to end a field goal drought of nearly 4 minutes this trip down. Gonzalez rejects a screen, gets to the cup, shoots over 2 defenders, missed everything. Rebound, Ekpiera. She'll run, head up, drives inside, attacks Rogers, shot off glass, left short. McMahon leaps into the air for the board. 15-second difference, shot clock and game clock. As Gonzalez kicks it out, Rogers left wide open, top of the key. Here's a 3. A little strong. McMahon offensive rebound. Couldn't get the stick back to go, and it's rebounded by Breedlove. About a second difference, shot clock and game clock. Wingate can basically hold for 1 if they want. Hatfield pumps, kicks out. Ekpiera, now Wilson, right of the wing, foul line extended. Back out Hatfield. Here's a 3 on the way and rattles home. Skylar Hatfield, the UNC Pembroke transfer with the 3 ball. Eagles running, 5 seconds. Alvey 3, nothing but net. Michaela Alvey from downtown caps the third quarter, and it ends nearly a 4-minute field goal drought for the Lady Eagles, but they are rolling. It's 77-42 here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman in control of Wingate. Fourth quarter action heads your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
All right, back for the fourth quarter. It's 77-42 Carson-Newman as we get ready to start the period. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital laser focused on your success. Eagles go inside to begin the fourth, but McMahon's turnaround shot is airballed off to the right of the rim, and a rebound secured by the Bulldogs. Ekpiera out front. Wingate's basically gone to its bench here in the fourth. Toward the end of the third quarter, it had the bench in. Hatfield's got it out front. Haven't seen Clark or Hagee in a while. Wilson dribbling out front. She's got 7 points to lead the Dogs. She drives inside, shoots over Albion, knocks it home off the glass. 77-44. Bulldogs making it respectable here in the second half as Wilson shows the hustle to deflect that one out. But it'll stay with Carson-Newman. Braylon Wyko out, probably will stay out for the rest of this one as Carly Hayworth checks in for the second time. First time in the second half, the freshman point guard from Alcoa steps onto the floor. She breaks the timeline. Pressured out front, now comes off a McMahon screen. Into the right corner, Gonzalez comes off a screen, back out Rogers to McMahon. A pump fake, a feed for Alvey. Kick out Hayworth, pump fakes, now out to McMahon. 6 to shoot, Alvey launches and swishes it home. Michaela Alvey with back-to-back games in double figures. She's got 10 and is 3 for 3 from long range. Eagles in control, 36-point margin as Ekpiera shoots, misses, got her own miss, and is fouled by Rogers. Now the offensive glass starting to open up a little bit for Wingate. That's a 6th offensive rebound. 3rd this half, and that'll send Bethel Ekpiera to the line. Here's Leah Anderson back in, Hannah Clark back in as well. Again, this is a Wingate team that is shorthanded. No Brianna Troutman out for the year. Lauren Sullivan hasn't played to begin the year. And so you're seeing a limited rotation that only has 10 players available and dressed tonight. Have to rotate people in often as Ekpiera missed the first, switches the second. It's 80-45 as Hagee and Beal check back in. So the starters in for Wingate and Leah Anderson in there instead of Wilson. So a starting group. See if the Bulldogs can trim into this lead a little bit. It's a 35-point game as Hayworth crosses the timeline. Pressured by Clark. Hayworth comes off a screen, picks up her dribble, now finds Rogers. Rogers attacks, kicks it off to McMahon, a pump fake, a feed to a cutting Alvey, right hand, layup off glass. Michaela Alvey has 12 points for Carson-Newman off the bench and has scored 7 straight. 82-45, all Eagles inside Holt 2 minutes into the fourth. They go inside, Breedlove, rip through a pump fake, a left-hand hook shot, missed everything. Offensive rebound, Beal, and she puts it up and is fouled. Another offensive rebound. I think the foul is going to be on Hayworth. It is her first, team's second, and that'll send Lainey Beal back to the line where she's 2 for 2 today. Mike Mincy is requesting for a timeout as the Lady Eagles talk things over, ahead by 37. It's 82-45 here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Back for more Carson-Newman women's basketball action after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Lainey Beal's first free throw rolled off the iron. The second one swishes home. It's 82-46 as we dip under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Eagles with the basketball. 5 bench players out there with the game in hand. Hayworth out front, tried to cross over. Clark was there. Now she does cross over. Gets off a screen, steps back. Left wing three off the iron. Missed it. Clark gets the rebound, and Rogers commits the foul in the rebounding act. Third on Keeley, and the third foul on the team in the fourth. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact Carson-Newman men's basketball alumnus Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Wingate goes inside off to start the possession, and Leah Anderson misses. Madeline Ladd comes away with the miss and races into the front court. Just checked into the game and fumbles the ball. Stolen away by Beal, and there's Hayworth to rip the ball away for a steal. 10th Carson-Newman steal. Hayworth into the lane, kicks it out. McMahon tried to rip through, loses it. It's rolling across the baseline, and Carson-Newman turns it over. 13th time now. Hagee in transition, barrels over Alvey. Offensive foul. Second offensive foul drawn by Michaela Alvey in this second half. Steps in front of Hagee to draw the charge. Hagee picks up the third personal foul, first team foul. Now Alvey once again, see it again there on the stream, steps over, gets to the spot, and draws the foul. Eagles with the basketball ahead 82-46. Ladd to Rogers. Rogers puts it on the floor, tried to shoot over Anderson. It was rejected by the freshman. Clark in transition. Right wing touch Hagee, bounce feed, right block. Anderson shoots over McMahon, airballed it. 2 players collide underneath, and it's last touched by Carson-Newman. It was Rogers and Hagee both recognizing that ball was airballed, and both tried to secure the miss, but ran into each other, and the Eagles touched it last. Wingate will inbound it right at the baseline with 6:34 to go in the fourth. Beal looking, and Hakey able to corral that pass. Goes inside, and a foul as Alvey tried to tie up Hagee on the drive. Instead picks up the foul, her third and the team's fourth. So every foul for Carson-Newman the rest of the way will send Wingate to the line. Hagee, a quiet night, entered the game with 19 points, double figures in all 4 games, but just 6 points tonight. Rattles that free throw up and in for 7 points now. No Wingate player has yet to reach double figures. Second free throw is up and in. 82-48 with 6.5 to go in the fourth. All Carson-Newman from start to finish once again. Ladd dribbling out front, tried to hand it off, fumbled the pass, and it's turned over. Second turnover for Ladd and the Eagles there in the fourth. Hagee drives inside. It's poked away from her and out of bounds. Wingate will inbound it along the far sideline. Well, we mentioned that a lot of these meetings as of late have been double-digit margins, with the two teams splitting the last 8 meetings. Wingate winning 4, Carson-Newman winning 4 of them over the last 8. Only 3 of them have been by single digits, and this one's going to be by double digits as well, as Hayworth commits the foul on Clark driving inside. So Hannah Clark will head to the line after Hayworth picks up her second. So fouls piling up here for Carson-Newman, who only committed 9 in the first 3 quarters, has committed 5. Not even 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. First one up and in for Hannah Clark. She's got 7 points. First Bank, the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics, and the only place you can get your Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. 2 free throws made for Clark. It's a 32-point game. Ladd picks up her dribble, finds Rogers top of the key. Rogers drives inside on Pollock, kicks it out. McMahon, right elbow, jump shot up. Too strong, ball tipped around, and another foul on Carson-Newman. This is on Ladd going for the rebound. Her first, and another team foul, which will send Wingate back to the line. It's been the best way the Bulldogs have scored in this game. 12 of 17, not a great mark, but have been able to get 12 points from the stripe and can add to that total with Lainey Beal heading to the line. First one up, it bounces around and out. Ashlyn Crittenden to the scorer's table. Jaya Wilson to the scorer's table as well. Officials won't let them check into the game yet. Wait till the free throw. It's up and switched home for Beal. She's got 6, and it's 82-51. Eagles bring a couple of starters back in. Rutherford and Penland back in to go along with Crittenden, McMahon, and Rogers. Eagles in control, but Wingate has been able to trim the margin here in the fourth quarter, outscoring Carson-Newman 9-5 and forcing the Eagles into a 2.5-minute scoring drought. Bounce feed, McMahon now to Rogers out front. She's pressured, gets it off Campbell Penland. Penland off a screen, drives inside, shoots, is rejected out of bounds. Great interior defending by Leah Anderson, who has been great inside, has 10 rebounds to lead the Bulldogs, and threw that shot out of bounds. Rutherford to trigger it in right at the baseline, 14 to shoot. Gets it into the right corner for Campbell Penland. Picks up her dribble, entry feed. McMahon, it was stolen away. 15 Carson-Newman turnovers in transition. Beal hands it back to Clark. Picks up her dribble, skip pass, top of the key. Wilson puts it on the deck, drives inside, shot up and in. Jaya Wilson, the first double-figure score for Wingate, and the margin's below 30 for the first time since the first half. Rutherford a handoff for Penland, and an offensive foul. McMahon moving screen. Sloppy offense here in the fourth for Mike Mincy's group. Just 5 points over the first 5 minutes, or almost 5 minutes of this fourth quarter. To be exact, it's the first time since it was the halftime score that Wingate's been down less than 30 points. It was a 29-point halftime margin. It's a 29-point game now. Jump shot at the free throw line for Hagee is good. 82-55. Hagee has 10 points, second double-figure score for the Bulldogs now. And the margin is down to 27 thanks to a 10-0 run. And Boogwa throws it off the glass. Penland offensive rebound and stick back. Campbell with her second offensive rebound. She's got 6 total in the game and has 9 points to go along with 6 boards and 5 assists. Eagles back up by 29. Ends a drought and ends a scoring run. Clark off a screen to Wilson. Wilson puts it on the deck, and that's an offensive foul on Anderson as Crittenden hit the deck on the illegal screen by Leah Anderson at the top of the key. 17th Wingate turnover, and it brings us to our final media timeout. Carson-Newman in control. It's a 29-point margin with 4:19 to go in the fourth. 84-55, and we're back after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
All right, back inside Holt Fieldhouse. It's 84-55. Carson-Newman's got the ball and has Maddie Knuckles into the game for the first time. The reserve freshman forward checks in for the second time in her Carson-Newman career. Penland's got it out front. A couple of starters out there with 3 bench players as Penland comes off the screen, launches a 3, left it short of the iron. Rebound secured by Ekpiera. The junior or sophomore reserve guard races into the front court and chests a pass over to Wilson. Beal now with it, goes between the legs, now to Ekpiera. Dribbles now, kicks it out. Front for Baraldi. Trying to get it inside now to Anderson. It's deflected and kicked by Rutherford. It'll stay with Wingate. 20 more seconds. Go back up on the shot clock. 3:43 to go in the fourth. Rutherford jumps the passing lane. Here's a steal. Rutherford coast to coast right hand layup up and in. Tori does what she does best, steals and scores. 9 points, 2 steals for Tori Rutherford. And it's back up to a 31-point advantage. Out front, it's Beal driving with the left hand, shoots over Crittenden, too strong. Offensive rebound. Ekpiera comes out of there with it. Dribbles it back out front. There's a pull-up shot by Anderson, and it swishes home for her. 3 of 9 shooting and 8 points to get the lead with the deficit back down below 30. Rutherford off a screen to Crittenden. Ashland goes behind the back, swings it right of the wing for Campbell Penland. Penland off a screen, bounce pass. Rutherford left corner to the high post. Knuckles couldn't handle the pass, fumbles it. Turnover, Carson-Newman. 16 of them now. Beal in transition, attacks the paint, kicks it out. Top of the key, Wilson. She'll drive on Knuckles, shoots and scores it off the glass plus the foul. Foul on Maddie Knuckles will be her first. It'll send Wilson to the line to complete the 3-point play as Ladd, Hayworth, and McMahon check back in for Mbugwa, Rutherford, and Penland. Eagles by 27. Rutherford checks out after picking up that steal and score. She's recorded at least 2 steals in all 5 games now this year. Had 3 in the first 2 games and 2 now in the last 3. Eagles secure the miss. Hayworth races into the painted area, dribbles it out. Crittenden, extra pass, Hayworth. Now Carson-Newman will reset. Hayworth in and out dribble, kicks it out. Crittenden. Ashland getting around traffic, gets to the rim, hangs and scores. Lovely take by Ashland Crittenden to get into the scoring column, and it's 88-29. Ashland Crittenden has been able to get baskets when she's out there into the game. Nice move there as Wingate goes back inside. Anderson shot off glass, too strong. McMahon with the miss. Dribbles, outlet pass, Hayworth. Hayworth, look at this bounce pass. filthy bounce pass. Ladd met by 2 defenders, had to dribble it back out, and then nearly turned it over. Eagles back with it after it's deflected out by Wilson. Well, what a feed from Hayworth, though. Saw that coming from my vantage point here courtside. It was right in front of me. As Hayworth crossed the timeline, you could see that play develop. Filthy pass. Ladd nearly gave it back, though, after that pass from Hayworth. Final 2 minutes. Eagles go inside. McMahon turns around, shoots, misses. There's Crittenden for the offensive rebound. Fresh 20. Hayworth crosses over between the legs, steps back to the left wing, or the left baseline. Knuckles goes up and banks it in. Maddie Knuckles drives into the lane, knocks it off the glass and in. Knuckles, her first points, first basket in her Carson-Newman career, and it extends the advantage to 31. Crossover by Beraldi, bounce feed baseline. Anderson turns, shoots, too strong. Offensive rebound, Breedlove. She's tied up, though, by Knuckles, and it'll stay with Wingate. And 20 more seconds on the shot clock. Final 77 seconds here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman on its way to a 4th win this year, and a 2nd straight, and a 3rd straight to begin the home slate. Beraldi gets the inbound pass, shoots off glass, too strong. McMahon leaps up for the rebound. Eagles running. Hayworth crosses the timeline, splits defenders, bounce feed Knuckles. Back out to Hayworth. Now to Ladd. Hayworth, right of the wing, drives, kicks out Crittenden. Bounce feed McMahon. She turns, shoots. A little strong. Defensive rebound secured by Breedlove. 45 ticks to go. Ekpiera drives inside, shoots over Hayworth. It rolls off. Ball tipped around. It's loose. Near corner. Breedlove comes away with it. Bounce feed Beraldi, right wing 3 on the way, and it goes in. 90-62. Eagles in control. 5-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Hayworth pulls up. Wastes no time. Swish. Carly Hayworth was left wide open and buries the triple. It's 93-62. Eagles in control. Shot clock is off. Wingate goes back to work on offense. Ekpiera back cuts. Knuckles comes over. There's a dump-off pass. A layup for Breedlove. Knuckles throws it back into Hayworth. And Carson-Newman does not need to shoot again. And Mike Mincy tells Hayworth, who loves working and only drive, to back it up, put it in neutral, and let's dribble this thing out. Carson-Newman is going to dominate a team for a 3rd straight game this year. Eagles win this one and never trailed. From start to finish, it was all Lady Eagles. Final score, 93-64. Wingate comes to Carson-Newman in a non-conference game, and Carson-Newman said, we want an early Thanksgiving. Eagles feast on the Bulldogs here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Final score, 93-64. Lindsay Taylor leads the way. 20 points, 12 boards for the All-Sac post player. Looks like she returned back to her form from last year before getting injured with 20 and 12. Braylon Weigel right behind her with 19 on 50% shooting. And Michaela Alvey with 12 points off the bench as well and 50% shooting. Carson-Newman back in the win column 2 in a row now. It's 4-1 for Mike Mincy's group. They've won 3 in a row at home and head into Thanksgiving feeling great with back-to-back wins over Columbus State and now Wingate. Once again, your final score, 93-64. It was all Carson-Newman from start to finish, and we'll wrap it up and talk about it on the Domino's post-game report, which comes your way after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for, no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Right wing 3, Albie Cash. Michaela Albie.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus, the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and Food City Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Trilight, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
It was called Carson-Newman inside Holt Fieldhouse on this Tuesday evening before Thanksgiving. 93-64 the final score. Eagles shoot right at 50% from the field and dominated from start to finish. The game was tied for the first 65 seconds. Eagles grabbed an early 4-0 lead and never relinquished it in a 29-point defeat of the Wingate Bulldogs. This is the Domino's post-game report. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Well, Mike Mincy's got to be pleased with how his team was able to continue on its effort that it has displayed in first quarters. We mentioned coming in, they were plus 31 in first quarters. They're now plus 43 after outscoring the Bulldogs by 12 points in the first today. They carried that into the second quarter and created a wide margin by outscoring the Bulldogs 28-11 in the second period. Outscored by 17. Outscored by 6 more in the third before getting outscored by 6. Maintained their 29-point halftime margin and played even with the Bulldogs in the second half to win 93-64. Eagles dominant at home, are 3-0 now in the home slate, have defeated teams by 8 points in the season opener, 40 to USC Aiken, now 29. Just a ridiculous margin right now on average for Carson-Newman against its opponents at home. When you add them up and break it all down, Carson-Newman's outscored on average its opponents by nearly 26 points at home through the first 3 games. Lindsey Taylor got going early and often for Carson-Newman, only missed 3 shots, proved to be a problem inside for Wingate, as Taylor knocked home 10 field goals for 20 points on 13 shots, 12 rebounds. All of those numbers season highs for Lindsey, who gets the job done. The redshirt senior coming off that season a year ago, cut short due to the knee injury suffered at North Georgia, and is certainly enjoying her time back out on the floor, recording season highs here this evening with 20 points and 12 rebounds for the Lady Eagles. It wasn't just Taylor. Braylon Weichel with 19 on 7 made shots, 14 attempts, 50% shooting for Braylon. 1 of 4 from 3, 5 assists, a team-high 5 assists. Campbell Penland also had 5 assists. She was stuffing the stat sheet in this one, 9 points, 6 boards, and 5 rebounds. Or 9 points, 6 boards, 5 assists for the junior guard Campbell Penland. In this one, Michaela Alvey was Carson-Newman's third and final double-figure scorer. 4 of 8 for Alvey off the bench, and 3 of 3 from long range. She continues to be effective off the bench for Mike Mincy's group. How about last game, 6 of 9 and 19 minutes off the bench, 2 of 2 from 3, 14 points. Today, 18 minutes off the bench, 12 points, 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 3 from 3. She's made her last 5 shots from beyond the arc and has now an impressive 6 of 11 from 3-point range through the first 5 games of the year. Skylar Boshears, as we mentioned, 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting, 4 boards, 4 assists for Boshears. Campbell Penland had 9 points. Tori Rutherford had 9 points on 4 of 5 shooting as well. Keely Rogers, 7 points, 2 of 6 shooting off the bench as well. Crittenden, Gonzalez, Hayworth all pitched in with 1 made field goal in this 29-point thrashing of the Wingate Bulldogs here inside Holt Fieldhouse. It was a non-conference game. Second year in a row, Mike Mincy's group has had to play a non-conference game against a conference opponent because of a shortage with the schedule. Queens taken off for the Division I level, moving on to a different conference at the D1 level, and so that's kind of shuffled things up for some maybe future schedules and having to reschedule and get an extra non-conference game. And so the Eagles had to play Catawba last year twice in the regular season, once for a non-conference game, and we'll do the same with Wingate, as Carson-Newman will head that way down to North Carolina on January 20th for a 2 o'clock tip at Cuddy Arena. 93-64 the final. J.L. Wilson leads the Bulldogs in the scoring with 13 points, and it was Leah Anderson with 11 rebounds off the bench for Wingate as well. Emily Hagee also into double figures for the visitors on 4 of 12 shooting. Leah Anderson had 10 points, 11 boards, double-double for her off the bench, which was highlighted by the 4 offensive rebounds for Wingate, who will fall for the second straight game. They're ranked 23 in the country by the media poll, but have now suffered back-to-back losses. Lost by 9 to Augusta on Saturday, and now by 29 to Carson-Newman here on Tuesday evening inside Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman defeats Wingate for the 37th time in what was the 84th meeting, and 2 teams continue to go back and forth in this series. Mike Mincy now 5-7 against Wingate at home, and it's CN's largest margin of victory over Wingate in the series. Previously it was 28, now it's 29. Eagles win it 93-64. More to come here on the Domino's post-game report. We'll hear from Mike Mincy and a player as they make their way up out of the locker room. That and much more after this break as Carson-Newman dominates Wingate inside Holt Fieldhouse. Final score 93-64. Back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
All right, we go on here on the Domino's post-game report with head coach Mike Mincy. His post-game thoughts brought to us by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Coach, we talked about it in the pregame interview that your team gets off to excellent starts this year. Much of the same, plus 12 in the first quarter, and then plus 17 in the second to get the 29-point halftime lead. But you wanted to see them maintain that, increase the lead up into the 40s there in the third before Wingate ends up cutting it to 29 at the final score of 93-64. What did you like about how your team once again got off to a great start but then maintained it throughout the rest of the game?
Clearly on both ends of the floor. A lot of energy, very efficient. Got great production out of Lindsay. When you got Braylon and Lindsay kind of in sync on the same day, that's going to be probably a good day for us. Michaela Alvey came in and shot the ball well. Her shooting percentages are starting to go through the roof. That's good. I mean, as a team, obviously we shot the ball very well from the field and from the three. But one of the things that Coach Nichols and I kind of expressed to them, and we talked about this earlier, was how we struggled down against Columbus State and Georgia Southwestern, where we went through big lulls in the third quarter. So, you got a 29-point lead. Wingate's got talented players. We already know that, and they have the capabilities of erasing that lead. We had a 26-point lead against Columbus State. They cut it back to 9. And so most of our talk was like, look, we can't allow that to happen. Let's go out and play as hard in the third quarter as we did in the first half. And that's one of the reasons we kind of stayed up in the press a little bit, is just so it gives us that juice and that energy, because sometimes when we fall back, we kind of lose that sense of urgency. But nonetheless, happy that we came out in the third, outscored them 24-18. And, I think it was like 70-30 at some point. And we took Lindsay out of the game and didn't put her back in. I don't know. She probably sat for the last 14 minutes.
Yeah, we mentioned Lindsay Taylor. 3 missed shots, 10 of 13 from the field, 20 and 12, in only 21 minutes as well. I think 18 of those 21 were in the first half as well. Yeah. Why was she so effective inside?
She's a fifth year going up against a freshman. Obviously, they're losing Troutman is huge, and not having Sullivan, who's a 6-foot guard forward. And we know that experience from last year of not having that presence. And those freshmen for them are going to be fine. But I just thought Lindsay did a much better job today of making her presence known in the paint with her seals. And the guards did a good job of throwing it in there. And she was able to finish. And I think she got a couple of putbacks, offensive rebounds as well. Didn't get to the free throw line, but that's okay. She was 10 to 13 from the field. But an efficient game like that from her is going to be critical for us as we continue to go down the season.
Two areas that Lindsay has a big part of are points in the paint and rebounding, plus 13 on the glass, and doubled up Wingate in the paint, 52-26. But it wasn't just Lindsay. What'd you like about how everybody contributed, getting the ball inside the arc, making things happen?
Well, when you look at our numbers, Sky's 4 of 8, Torrey's 4 of 5, Braylon was 7 of 14, and Campbell's 3 of 8. So, 4 of our first 5 starters are shooting at least 50% from the field. In this particular game, Matt comes off the bench at 50%, Carly's 50%. Some are 1,000, so a lot of people that came off the bench, they shot the ball well and scored. And sometimes it's easier to do that once you have created a big lead to be able to shoot the ball freely. But that first half, we shot it well when we were trying to extend the lead. And just really like our energy. We know that we have a very few games here from this stretch. We're off until we play next Wednesday against Belmont Abbey, and then another week and a half off until we play. I don't even know who we play after that. But I know we've got a limited amount of games for the next. So any banged up people we have, they can get healthy over this next stretch of time off, so to speak.
We've talked about your defense. It's been really good through the first 5 games as to why you're 4-1 so far this year, but only 4 fast break points for Wingate. And when they were struggling on offense, it seemed like anytime they put a shot up, or you put a shot up, you were getting the offensive rebound, and they weren't getting offensive rebounds. Mm-hmm. How did that play a role in your defense's effort?
Our defense obviously has been quite a nice surprise, honestly. I mean, it's not like we don't work on defense. I mean, we really do, and we like a high possession game, and we like to get up and down the floor. But the way this year has started, holding teams under 40% almost every game, and Wingate scored the most on us that anybody scored on us this year at 64. So it's been a pleasant surprise, and so when our offense catches up with our defense, which it did today, the offense was great and the defense was great, and that's how you get a margin like you did in the first half and it's not just the start. I mean, we come off the bench with a healthy crew that can also defend and play well. And, we got to continue to work at it because it's a long season, and we're only 5 games in, but so far I'm happy with them.
Congrats on a 3rd straight win to start the year. We'll talk to you in 8 days. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same to you, Andrew.
That's head coach Mike Mincy after a 29-point victory over Wingate, 93-64. It was all Lady Eagles here inside Holt Fieldhouse. A 3rd start to finish victory for the Lady Eagles. They have led from the get-go in 3 games this year. The only time they have been tied with the team is when the game's scoreless. It's been 0-0. That's the only time in those 3 games where Carson-Newman's dominated from start to finish, where the Eagles have trailed or tied against opponents in those games. Food City Player of the Game, Lindsay Taylor, making her way now to the scores table as we talk with the post player after Carson-Newman's 93-64 win against the Wingate Bulldogs. Here with Lindsay Taylor on the Domino's post-game report. Lindsay, probably your best game back off of injury after only playing 4 games last year. 20-12. What was working so well for you inside?
Just the presence we have from everyone on the floor. You've got shooters outside, so they can't really – it's hard for them to double down. So when you have shooters like Braylon, Campbell, Torrey, Scott, everybody else, and, our depth on the bench is so good, just being able to get shots from where we need to get them, it works out well for us.
Certainly an efficient day for you. Only missed 3 shots, 10 of 13, and you did it in 21 minutes of action. What allowed you to be so efficient on the inside?
Just my teammates trusting me and being able to get me the ball in that one-on-one matchup, and because we have such good shooters, getting that one-on-one matchup helped out a lot.
First time we've talked to you since probably last year off the injury. What was it like getting back and having to sit on the sideline for all of last year before finally returning to the floor?
I struggled a lot last year, being on the bench. It's not fun, but being back out there with my teammates and being able to play with all of them and just getting back into the swing of things, it's been great.
We've talked about, with Coach Mincy, the defense this year. Wingate, 64 points, the most you've allowed this year. And certainly being on the inside to be able to project shots and be the interior presence, you've been a big part of the defense. What's allowed you to, when the guards can get into the painted area, for you to be there to alter their shots?
Just the guards always help me on the dig-ins and the post, so I just want to make sure I have their help because I know that they're going to have mine.
Start to finish, the 3rd time you guys will get a lead early on and then never relinquish it. And today you never really let Wingate get back into this game. What were you guys able to do to not allow them to really feel like they had any hope to win this one?
It really just goes back to our depth, 1 through 14. Right now, Abba being hurt, it's just we have such a great group of girls coming in and working hard in practice, and that depth has really helped us everybody's getting tired, you can get fresh bodies on the floor.
8 days off until your next game. Belmont Abbey comes to Holt Fieldhouse. What will be important to maintain this momentum and ride this 2-game winning streak?
Just that motivation from last year. We lost to them, and getting them back in our home gym would be a great win for us.
Congrats on a great performance.
Thank you. That's
Food City Player of the Game, Lindsay Tate, as Carson-Newman takes down Wingate by a final score of 93-64. Lady Eagles dominated start to finish with the Wingate Bulldogs. Let's take a look at the South Atlantic Conference scoreboard as we start to wrap things up here on the Domino's post-game report. The Lady Eagles winning by a final score of 93-64. Third game this year, the Lady Eagles get off to a great start and never relinquish a lead. Coker, 34-point winners over Converse, 84-50. The final, Catawba and Showen. It's a Catawba 17-point win, 79-62 in favor of the Lady Indians, who start the year 3-0. Lenore Rhine upset by Francis Marion. Final score 76-73. Newberry and Erskine about to get underway, in Tusculum and Limestone starting things here in the next few minutes, as well as those games get ready to go from Tusculum and Erskine as the Lady Eagles take down Wingate. A dominant performance. Here's some team numbers after an impressive performance. 50% shooting from the field, 41 from 3, 83 from the free throw line, 16 turnovers, but scored 19 points off 18 Wingate turnovers. Out-rebounded the Dogs by 13, 11 steals, and assisted 23 of Carson-Newman's 38 baskets in this game. It's the most assists in a game this year for the Lady Eagles. They were dishing it around, and it worked out as Carson-Newman gets the job done and returns to Holt Fieldhouse in 8 days. Eagles get Belmont Abbey, a team that knocked them off last year. The Crusaders invade Holt Fieldhouse tomorrow, or November 29th. Eagles break for Thanksgiving for the next 8 days, but this game began a 3-game homestand. Carson-Newman will get Belmont Abbey on the 29th and Limestone on December 9th. For our entire crew here on Flow Sports, Ian Johnson, our producer, along with Jay West, Skip Roberts back in the studios on Mountain Sports 106.3. I'm Andrew Rogers. We'll talk to you in 8 days here from Holt Fieldhouse as Carson-Newman takes on Belmont Abbey. Final score tonight, it's Carson-Newman 93 and Wingate 64.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
You've been listening to Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. The Inner Digital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Lite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagle Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Ian Johnson, Andrew Drizzy Rogers, Nia Toribio, Caitlin Jones, and Ryan I Love the Herd Wilkes. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagles Sports Network.